Hello, good morning. Today's busy day. A lot of things to do. Mostly fighting with Apple rejections and stuff like that. Which is fine. Which is alright. That happens. That just happens. Okay, let me close quickly everything that is not absolutely necessary. To do not share my emails and calendars on stream, as I like do. What's up? Could you please just... Thank you. It's like, light team. Actually, yesterday I was working in co-working place and I was sitting with windows behind me, and you know what? Light team is not that bad. Okay, yesterday at night I added a list of small improvements for this application, and actually it's good enough and big enough to ship an update. So that will be, I don't know, maybe 1.2 version. Build, I don't know, doesn't really matter. So let's archive and ship this one. Okay, let's check out ASO.dev. Don't I have this up in my list? Should. Really? I don't? Oh, interesting. Oh, here it is. Oh, those are favorites. Okay, I need to favorite this one as well. Okay, let's update. ASO.dev is just app that helps. Choose anyone, do not show notifications. What the hell? ASO.dev is an app which allows to basically manage App Store listings, let's say so. Actually, I don't know, is it just me, but it feels that music is a little bit too loud. Maybe that will be better like that, I don't know, let me know. Sounds alright for me now. Okay. Okay, we are doing new version here. Okay, what version I'm going in with? That's, yeah, 1.2 exactly. Hey, good morning. Compare to Astro, which one do you like? Compare with what? Apps, ASO tools? I'm using Astro. I was a subscriber for a long time also for App Figures, but App Figures is super expensive comparing with Astro. And I have to say that I didn't use most of the features in it. And this ASO.dev, it's not like real App Store search optimization tool. It's more like helps you to do not open App Store Connect, you know, when you're submitting new versions, but that's about it. Oh, we have duplication somewhere. Duplicate title log. Do I have a log in my... Wait a minute. Motorcycle ride log. Moto log. Record, track, share, stories, trip, road speed. Wait a minute. Is it duplication, log, and log? Did you try star view? No, I didn't. I don't even know what is it, star view. Star view. You know, search is kind of... It's not helpful if I'm opening search, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't, definitely. I don't even know what is that. ASO tool, maybe. There are so many of them, you know. Just pick one that you like. And one which has decent okayish price. That's it. They are more or less doing the same thing, you know. Use it to read reviews. Ah, okay. No, I didn't. Okay, we're preparing new versions. It's fine. Okay, I don't understand where this duplication is coming. Duplicated in title log. Does it this log? But I'm not sure Apple kind of is smart enough to split this log from the app name. Yeah, I will ignore that for now, to be honest. I don't know. I'm using Astro. Astro has MCP. You can basically plug in the AI tools to it, so it got even better. One thing that I'm kind of missing in Astro, which is not critical but would be nice to have, is to get the all the keywords that my application is ranking for. That's probably it. What's new in this version? I will say it's UI improvements. Let's select that. UI improvements for ride sharing. Where do we add build? Save. The user interface for ASO dev is kind of... Okay, it is clearly built by developers for developers. Submit for review. Didn't work. Okay. Why? think I had a App Store open somewhere, right? Okay, what's wrong here? This build missing expo. Ah, okay. I need to fix that in list file. Where is that build? Keywords. Build. Huh. I don't see build here. What the hell? Okay, here it is. Yeah. We need to fix that in list file to do not do that manually every time. Come on. Yeah, that's why user interface is not the best. No items. What the hell? What is going on? We have a version here. We have everything here. Okay. Let's try from here. Inferno. What's this? Is a very open question. This is life in your 50s. This live stream. Dude, that question is just, I don't know, waiting for review. Okay, done. This should be done. This is live show. Old man building apps. Waiting for review. Okay. That's done. Okay, we have rejection for this application. We would like to fix that, and I'm working on improvement for this application as well. So I think we go one by one, maybe two of them in parallel. Right? Okay. I kind of assume that I fixed that delete account feature. Basically, they're complaining about multiple things. Basically, they would like to see clearly describe what user will get for the price. So they don't like they don't like my paywall. Let's open that project. Okay, this is done. Motolog can chill out for a little bit. Okay, that's this project. So the paywall in this project is just nothing fancy, not rocket science. No, actually, just for fun, let's run Pomodoro timer. We are programming now. Let's go. Just to count those Pomodoros. This is Mac app, which is in the App Store as well. But complaints are about iOS app. Okay, let's build the app. Just take a sneak peek on the paywall. So paywall is just like, there is kind of general. So I had one paywall, they didn't like it. I replaced it with another paywall. So it seems that they still don't like it. And we need to fix that. I don't know. I think it's fine, but reviewer didn't like it. Come on, open. Launch the app. Is it time to upgrade MacBook? Or what? Somehow slow. Jesus. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, it's ridiculous. Oh, finally. Okay, we are in the onboarding. I think onboarding for... Okay, let's remove all the breakpoints. Onboarding will be a little bit broken on simulator because we are fetching app usage kind of data. So we don't have any app usage data in simulator. Therefore, this screen will be kind of empty, and next one also will be kind of empty. But that doesn't matter. Okay, here's our paywall. Basically, we're saying we have custom focus timers. We're saying block interruptions and stay focused into the tasks. And yep, I'm not super happy about those images here, but basically that's kind of explaining what user is getting. And I think I will just try to communicate that with Apple. I don't know, I think this paywall is kind of okay-ish. I'm not super happy about those images, I will change them later, but for now, I think it's fine. What was the question mark? I see your question mark, but... Okay, I think we're kind of explaining what application is doing, and I think that paywall is kind of okay-ish. Another thing they say that they don't like, they would like to kind of have option to delete the profile. We already have it if user has online profile, but maybe we can make it a little bit more clear. Okay, I think about paywall I will discuss. About this, we have option to delete the profile. Let's see, I think I was doing this with Codex. Previous iteration working on this app. Let's see, auto log, focus log. Oh yeah, here it is. They've had it rejected, and I basically remove it. Oh, sure. So, yeah. I will just copy paste this into the codex. Okay, I think we can discuss that with Apple, but probably I would like to do some, at least little bit effort, kind of making this user profile deletion kind of more obvious. Paywall, to be honest, I think it's fine. And I think this is third rejection in the row from Apple for this particular application. If we'll go to the history, means div3s, yeah, third. First one was they basically said, oh, your app is using health kit. Not clear why, even in my opinion that was clear, but I even removed that health kit kind of usage from the app. Then we got rejected twice for the same feature, same thing. They didn't like paywall first, then after that they didn't like the, yeah, both time. Didn't like the paywall and didn't like how user profile can be or can't be deleted, which is silly. But that's fine. We'll get rid of it. Such a dumb conclusions, Mr. AI. Wait a minute. Medieval game. Yeah. Hey, Paul. I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. How are you? Yeah, I think that most likely Apple will not accept that revenue cat paywall. That's kind of a good point. I'm integrating the new Game 4 with the local LM client package. Wow, interesting. I just shipped an update what I built yesterday and tested today on the morning for my Motolog application, and now I'm looking on rejection from the Apple. Are you getting any downloads for Motobike app? Very few, I will say. Single digits in a day. Nothing crazy. I'm running screenshot experiment now, but downloads are kind of low. If we go to the apps, there was initial spike, but since then it's basically kind of single digits. 2 downloads, 0 downloads, 2 downloads, 1 download, and so on, you know. Nothing. I think this spike is basically from social network kind of marketing. What's that? Maybe test flight? No, I don't know. This is a real release. But yeah, it's nothing, I don't know. It's a few downloads every day, that's it. Not sure about finding influencers, to be honest. The new dashboard is fine, but what the hell is this date? What is that? What do we see here, right? What can we do here? Okay, I can go to March 31, I can go to March 1, but that obviously is not the data from this day, it is some time period. I don't know, this thing is broken. This is bad. Yeah, I don't even know what that is. 2 months view, 3 months view? What is that? This is very broken. I don't understand how they decided to ship this. Why I can't pick range? Why at least there is no clearly explained, okay, that is your whatever 20, 30 days. It looks like whatever, commit whatever you have and we have to ship today, you know. This is bad. Product page is kind of bleeding in here. It's, I don't know. Well, I will say it's better than it was before, but there is plenty of space for improvements, let me say so, you know. But generally, yeah, we're getting more data here. Okay, this application doesn't have enough data yet to see something meaningful, but generally, that's improvement, right? But I hope that we will see fixes and improvements for this screen in near future, not after 2-3 years, you know. Yeah, it should be possible to have custom range. And also they said that they are going to remove trends. If they will remove trends, I will be quite unhappy. Because then we will not have one place where to see all the apps, you know. And I actually low-key liked that general analytics page. Because when you open at the general analytics page, you basically saw all the apps with some general numbers, basically downloads, revenue, conversion rates, and so on. Now we don't have that anymore. Now you have to go in each application, open it and look into the screen and then basically try to kind of figure something out. Yeah, the general analytics view should stay here, I think. That was a mistake to remove analytics completely. And then, you know, when you click on specific application in that analytics view, then you should get into this screen. That will be, that's what I will do as a product manager. But of course, that's Apple. They know everything about design, and this probably is new, notory, and very progressive thing. I don't know. I think it's shitty design. 5 points for effort, 7 points for data in this screen, but overall, kind of, I will say, it's mid. It's good that, I don't know, it's good that they're doing something finally, because they didn't do anything for a while. Yeah. If they will remove trends, that will be disaster. Where will you look basically for data to understand where you're going up, down, and so on? Then, I don't know, the analytics will be kind of useless. Sure, this screen is important to basically understand where you are going and so on. That gives a lot of data for analytics and so on, but generally, how you will see bird's eye view on your portfolio. Yes, exactly. I think they should keep previous flow, that previous view with list of the apps, and then clicking deeper, you're getting here. It's very bad design. But Apple never have been great with web products, so I'm not surprised as well, you know. Yeah, exactly. We feel the same. Okay, I think about this paywall in this application, I wasn't super happy about those images. I wanted to change them anyway. And Apple don't like that I not explain exactly what I'm giving to users. But I have this paywall approved and working in my freediving application. And I think we can basically just do copy paste, you know, and put this paywall in this application. Because this paywall works. So why not, you know? Are there third-party apps for showing App Store Connect data? Probably. Yeah, I wanted to change images, but Apple don't like that paywall. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what Apple also saying. Users should see kind of benefits. So in this paywall, we have benefits. Okay. And I am not going manually to do that. I will just send this to Codex. So here what we will do. Apple generally don't like this paywall. Then it doesn't make sense to use this revenue cut paywall. We can just reuse paywall from other project that works and Apple is happy to approve. Where is my files? Developer up now this project. Take a look on this apnea project. That paywall is good enough for Apple. Let's use the same logic built in the onboarding flow and like pop-up from the bottom in the application when we have to show it in the app. And probably we need to show some screenshots. Pay attention on colors that we are using in the paywall. That blue color is dominating in freediving application. Maybe we have different brand colors in focus application. Check out that part. Yeah, exactly. That's my plan, just to point Codex to the directory. I built this paywall by hand. And for a while ago, that still works, still converts, so let's go. Apple should like it. We'll see if Codex will catch the idea on the flight and will add kind of benefits that relates to this focus application. Not sure about that. I'm going to publish my app to the App Store next week. Which things do I need to be aware about? Do not worry too much about those Apple rejections. They happen once in a while. For example, my Motolog application, which is a relatively big and complex application, I was thinking I definitely will get rejection, but surprisingly I didn't. And that application was approved from first release. Do I have it installed here somewhere? No, I don't on any of those simulators. Doesn't matter. It was approved. That's nice if that happens, but if app is rejected, that's fine as well. You just read whatever Apple is saying, fix the problems and so on. You'll be fine. Sure, I don't know, take a look what are kind of common rejection reasons. Try to do not have them in your application to have a chance to be approved from first submission. Just keep in mind that rejection is not end of the world. That's just a request from Apple to change something. And that's it. If you have in-app purchases in your application, be sure that in-app purchases are approved before you release application, because that is kind of separate approval process. And sometimes it happens that Apple is not approving in-app purchases, but app is approved, you know. And in that case, if you will release your application, purchases will not work, you know. Yes, of course, of course. Quite often rejection reason is, for example, something in metadata. They're asking to add something in description, you know. Common mistake is to do not add. So here you have in your application, in distribution, in description, you basically have to have a link to the privacy policy and terms of use, which is not, interesting, which is not clickable, but still Apple like to have it here. Doesn't make much sense to have it, but Apple like to have those links here. If you will not have those links, your application will be rejected. You know, stuff like that. But in that case, you just basically update this metadata, writing to Apple kind of done, reporting back to Apple, waiting for next review. Annoying thing is that it seems that now it's better already, but there was kind of, I complained a little bit about long review times on internet, and I basically got feedback that someone waiting for even 20 days for reviews. That's 3 weeks basically, you know. Do you need a landing page to post the privacy policy? Yes. Offline or online, that doesn't really matter. You need to host somewhere. You can maybe whatever, GitHub page, what else not. I just have my kind of domain. I have some basic web page anyways, whatever. Basically, if you are a company, if you are submitting your Apple developer profile as a company, you need landing page for the company. that's my landing page for my company, and I just have privacy policy here as well. And feel free to copy my privacy policy, but it's not the best one. I just wrote it, I don't know, 5 years more, maybe more ago. I just took a look on the privacy policy from other indie developers and compiled something, you know. I don't think it's something good or bad or whatever, but Apple do not care. Apple just want to have something. And you're leading to your privacy policy page, and also you need these terms of use, like software, terms of use of the software, but you just use Apple's. you just link to the Apple terms of use. And you may see that Apple put a little bit more work in those, in that document. And that's it. So you need some landing page, whatever, some link. I think GitHub page will work. That just should be some link that you can basically link to. That's it. Because Apple will check it. I had link broken for a while ago and I got rejection. Oh, thank you, Tim. Nice, nice. Yeah, finishing the project, that's, tricky part. Because starting, you're always kind of starting on high energy, you're kind of inspired, you're kind of want to start to build something, and then you kind of there are so named first 80% of the project and second 80% of the project. Because first, like this mine functionality, you can build quite fast. That's more like proof of concept, of application, not even MVP. But then you start to close all the edge cases, add paywalls, fix bugs, and so on. And then in the process, you start to questioning, okay, doesn't really kind of make sense to build and launch this application, and so on and so on. And quite often it just dies in your test projects folder. So yeah, therefore, kind of finishing projects is, that's just important, yeah. We have to do that, yeah. Just do this kind of push at the end. It feels like that for me always when I'm starting some project, challenge, what else not. First part is super fun, but then you have to finish it. Yeah, somehow interesting. And now Codex had to kind of hint it more kind of directly. Just copy paste that code that we already have. Exactly. Right, only differences will be feature copy and focus brand color. Exactly. I was hoping that you will get that from my initial prompt. Try better codex. You have to replace me as a programmer eventually. Our work should be doomed. You should take this work over. You're not ready yet. Try harder. Okay, that was one thing. That was paywall. Okay, we will fix that paywall thing, but for some reason Apple didn't kind of clearly see how we can delete the user profile in the app. Okay. What's going on with our keywords? Focus, 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 focus. Okay, here we are. Focus lock. Number 8. It's not bad. Getting better. Lock apps focus. Okay, show me those suggestions. What do we have here? Tuner time blocks. What was that? Astro, what was that? Time blocks. What? Okay, let's see. Maybe that is bug which is fixed already. Can we have, where is updates? Check for updates here. Okay. Latest and greatest version. Okay, let's try to restart it. Maybe that will change something. That was kind of weird. Search where you are. Okay. Astro. Some keyword algo reshuffling. No, I lost of plenty keywords, but also gained some. Huh. No, I don't think so. Okay, I have some changes, but that could be, you know, just kind of organic changes. This, for example, is 10 positions down. Is it because of algorithm? I don't know. This one seems that, I would say that looks like regular movement up and down, you know. Adventure log, 45 positions up, keep going. Okay, but those are low popularity keywords. What's that? Motorcycle, okay, not interesting. Okay, what do we have from high popularity keywords? Motorcycle score, no. Yeah, nothing interesting, exciting here. Yeah, I don't know. That's basically, for me, looks like regular changes. But if you're saying you kind of notice it, that it's kind of moving kind of more aggressive than usual, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I would say looks like more or less the same, you know. Is AI assist Android dev a good idea without marketing budget? AI assist Android dev. Is it Android application? I don't know. Yeah, maybe. For me, it looks kind of more or less. This app is kind of chill. This app moves more or less aggressive. Interesting that we are on fasting tracking timer position number 2, but I expected that popularity will be higher. Some dumb kind of vfast is more popular than fasting tracking timer. Anyways, it's not that important currently, but yeah, I kind of didn't pay close enough attention, and actually I need to. Oh no, it works. Okay, restart was needed. Sounds like Christmas song. Let's skip it. Smart VOD. No. See ya. Rounds. Okay, let's track it. Round timer. It's interesting kind of popularity. 8, 9. Usually, you know, it's 5 or 10, something like that. Hit workouts, hit timer. Okay, let's add a few more keywords. I'm kind of more interested to add more keywords to the motorcycle application, to be honest. One suggestion only. And what that suggestion is, that's something very kind of... okay, you know what? Let's take a look on motorcycle log. Position number 4, not bad, but that's not very popular kind of keyword to search. That's motorcycle navigation application. Okay, let's see. That's Kalimoto is kinda. Can we see keywords? Which one was keywords? This one? I think. Yeah, keyword suggestion. Okay. Kalimoto is not the same, but that's like navigation, something for motorcycles. I would like to try find kind of Google Maps. Jesus, of course. GPS, tripcom, road ready. That's weird keyword, but okay. Maps me. Maps me. Who searched for that? Cycle tracker. That's not motorcycle tracker, definitely. GPS map camera. Okay, interesting. Gala GPS. I have no idea what that means. Trip planner. I think trip planner is kind of interesting. Traffic rider. Sounds like game. Road planner. Maybe. Open road. Okay. What's that trip planner but with this whatever it is, dash or how you name this? Kind of strange. Offline maps. Beeline, I think that was some kind of motorcycle navigation devices. Right, with GPS, okay, maybe. Trial forks. Strange keyword. What's that? I don't know what that word means, to be honest. Itinerary. Okay, let's add it and I will look for translation. Trip plans, maybe. My road. Oh, that's interesting. Road trip. Didn't we track it already? That's strange. I should. Autonomy. Daily planner free. No. No. Bicycle tracker. No. My drive. Motorcycle permit test. Huh. That could be interesting application actually itself. Not for this application, but generally. Come on, do the screenshot. Circuit road planner. Oh, that's actually interesting task to kind of plan circuit road. Bike speedometer. Okay, yeah, that's interesting keyword actually. Oh, I forgot to fill my water. Food pass road planner. Bike ride tracker, kind of, yes. Motorbike, bike, delivery road planner. Okay. Map my ride, kind of interesting but very difficult. CarPlay navigation. Actually, CarPlay support for the application could be interesting as I don't know, version 15 feature. Not anytime soon, but generally. Говорящий Tom is Russian. Weird. Мой Tom, again Russian. I can read and speak Russian, maybe I should somehow utilize that, but I'm not kind of really interested in Russian App Store, to be honest. But there are a shitload of Russian-speaking people across the other countries, not in Russia. Did we add selection? I clicked that add selection, I'm pretty sure I clicked. Oh, good morning, Tanay. Hello. Because Russian actually is most used language in Europe. If we're counting European part of Russia. So even I hate politics, what Russia is doing. The language is good to know language. Okay, so what did I do? Ah, I remember. I screenshotted that keyword. Can you please do research for this keyword? Maybe that could be also standalone dedicated application, kind of related to motorcycles and everything around them. Okay, I think we can test that paywall now. How good Codex copied my paywall from freediving application. Yeah, I don't know why startup times are so long for simulator. What happened? Is it Xcode update or just Apple kind of trying to suggest me that I should upgrade the MacBook? I don't know. Okay, we at least can check confetti while simulator is loading. Can we? Oh, it's slow here as well. Why so? I don't run too many apps, to be honest, currently. Something crashed. This was probably simulator. Okay, show me the paywall. Okay, pinkish was... Okay, it looks actually good. Basically, features, described features are correct. Custom focus break timer, unlimited ad blocking during session, custom tags for every session. It's good. It is good. Yep. This message is a little bit unclear. Start 1 month free. Oh, okay, no, that looks fine. Start 1 month free. That's annual. But this line should be something like, I don't know, this one is kind of not clear. What's that? Yeah, everything looks great, including copy and feature description. I will double check App Store rating. Do we have 4.8? But I have a question about this annual subscription. We are starting this 1 month free trial. That looks great on buttons. Keep that. But that product selection, it's not really clear for me why we have crossed out this line, then $14.99 in year after 1 month. That looks a little bit confusing. I don't know how good they what exactly put here. I just like to, we should highlight price, we should show price, that is correct currently, but we somehow should add this 1 week free. And do we have 1 month free trial? Maybe, I don't remember. Please double check that we are checking this trial length from the product. I'm not sure we have 1 month. Start 1 month free trial. I think those are 7 days. You know what? The button could be start your free trial without this month or week, but trial period we can show on the product selector. Basically, again, 1 month, whatever, or 1 week free, and then product price in a year after, whatever. I don't know. It's kind of messy, but whatever. I hope. Okay, I'm going to grab water. Probably my brain is dehydrated, therefore I'm rambling instead of giving clear comments to the codecs. But generally, it looks nice. It looks nice. Okay, I'll be back in a moment. I'm grabbing some liquids, water, coffee, and so on. Sorts out, I forgot to press button on coffee maker. So we have coffee crisis. Didn't make it. Okay, where we are. Okay. Yeah, 2 syllabs, but maybe at the level. Please double check the brand colors. I don't think we have this pink color anywhere in the application. That was in previous paywall. That's leftover. Come on. Hey Tuxi, hello. Yes, I like Codex application, to be honest, because it kind of helps me to keep multiple chats open, jump in between them during the process, or come back later, you know. With Cloud Code terminal, basically, when you restart, it loses context. You have to basically kind of remind what we were doing, why we are doing, and so on. And if you are kind of working on multiple projects, I am losing context as well. If I need to kind of help AI to keep up with it, it's kind of... Okay, this is looking good, but I think Apple will complain that price is smaller than other text. Yes, this implementation looks good. I just think that Apple will complain about price tag being smaller than all the other text. Text. Please take a look on Apple review guidelines. Are we good here? Because free trial is bigger than price, so that could be an issue. Yeah, exactly, Joy. I'm pretty sure Apple will not like this. Annual is fine, but free trial is bold and bigger, and $14.99 is smaller. Apple will not like that. But guideline is fuzzy. Yeah, welcome to the real life. Yeah. I'm just reading those news, about those layoffs when AI is replacing the people and so on, and just can't stop laughing. Sure, that's just excuse to cut off a big part of employees, but that, I don't know. It's very good. It's good. It's amazing. Basically, it's great that I didn't need to do all the copy paste of this code manually. It's really great that all the features are kind of explained correctly, but AI still should be supervised. Yeah, sure, you can move 5 times faster than before, but yeah, it's not even close yet to replacing humans. Not yet. Maybe in a year, I don't know. We'll see, but not yet. Oops, blah blah blah. They say the free trial flow should clearly how long trial lasts, blah blah blah. Yeah. It's not here yet. Getting closer every month, but not even close. Maybe things are moving so fast. Yeah, but yeah, no good, Nick. Hi, I think things are moving fast, but I think that last mile will be the kind of hardest one, to just like, with autopilot as well, It generally works, but you can't rely on that 100%, And we are working on that problem, we as humans, working on that problem for so long time. I think here obviously we have, and I think we will have this problem for a long time as well. There will be needed human supervisor for long. Oh Jesus, that's so big. Okay, I like this, but it's moving fast, but to be honest, AI cannot do much in enterprise yet, like not even close. Yeah, maybe I don't like this song. Sorry, I need to switch. This one's better. Yeah, I didn't work in corporate and enterprise kind of business for a while already, but I'm working on relatively big scale big scale application as a freelance consultant as well. And AI kind of works poorly on that. You have to you have to give very specific tasks, and you have to look on execution closely. Because this application, to be honest, that's nothing, that's just small indie project. It's easy to kind of follow it and so on. It's not so hard to do not make mistakes building the app. So yeah, not even close. Not even close. Working on small kind of demo projects or even on small indie applications, you can kind of make it look like, oh, AI can basically do everything, you know. It's easy to demo that in presentations on stage, you know, to make hype. Oh, take a look, I just kind of sketched some note on napkin and AI built an app for me. That looks great on presentations. Investors like that. And they are kind of, oh yeah, let's invest into this startup, OpenAI kind of thing, and yeah, let's kind of get rid of half of our employees and so on. But as developers, if you spend time working on apps just a little bit, you know how it is. But as indie developer, I'm super happy about this. This is boring part to kind of go. So I already developed this paywall once, right? Here. And this is kind of boring to go and redo that for another application. And I needed some kind of small personalization, something, you know, here. Actually, I like this one better. 1 week trial than this in a year. Apple didn't reject this. I think this is not so cool. This is better. Yeah, let's do that. So again, those are like design kind of decisions which someone should make. And this paywall, I kind of said AI to, here is example, make a copy, and now kind of looking on my implementation, I see that this one better choice, basically because I spent a little bit time thinking, okay, we are showing trial here, then price here. Here we are showing that this is annual, which is kind of, I don't know, not that interesting. Whatever, you got the point. And you got the color scheme wrong. There was nothing bad with having a red label on the save percentage because we had that in example. The problem was with pink color. We don't need this, purple. We don't need this purple color in the paywall because we don't have this purple color anywhere else in the application. Most of the buttons are blue. Take a look on screenshot, for example, for what was that screen? Buddies. Take a look on screenshot example with social features or buddies screen. All the buttons are blue. Also, take a look on example paywall in the freediving application. The price on plan selectors looks better here. Let's do the same approach for the focus lock application, and that should be our general way of doing until Apple will say us that they don't like it. So instead of annual, we are showing trial length, and below that we have the price. And again, take a look on font, size, and colors in the example paywall. Okay, we will get to the results eventually. I think so. But even in those, it makes so many mistakes. Scrolls are not perfect. Plenty of code duplication. Yeah, exactly. Even in small projects, it looks really nice in demo. When you start something from scratch, building something quick and dirty, it works amazing. Yeah, and yeah, thinking basically comes from thinking, decision making comes from developers still. You can just kind of avoid this manual job, like for example, no, I didn't type it, just talk to the microphone. That makes it faster and easier, right? The same with AI coding agents, it makes it faster, easier, but you still are the one who's saying the words instead of typing, you know. Yeah, I did a lot in enterprise where I work. Yeah, but that's like speed improvement, you know. It's not replacement of human beings, I think. I eventually shift my role from software engineer to cloud code operator. Well, you know, remember where there were perfo cards? So code was written on perfo cards, right? Then those silly programming languages come, you know, like easy to develop, easy to debug, you know, like assembler and so on. And then C, C++, all those high-level programming languages. And later we even get kind of automated memory kind of management, garbage collectors. Are you real programmer even if you're using garbage collectors and memory allocation automated built in programming language? Are you a programmer after that, you know? So those questions was asked before many times. And I know, maybe I'm wrong, but I just see this is just, I don't know, evolution of programming. It happened multiple times already. Yeah, this is kind of industrial revolution in programming, comparing with, you know, old factories and then industrial revolution. But that's evolution. I think that's evolution. And yeah, probably we will need less programmers. That's very possible, of course. I think so. That perfo card kind of programming process was way longer, took more hands and so on, and limiting aspect was computers. Basically, you had to stay in lines to get to test your programs and run those computer, you know. Then computers become cheaper, programming languages easier to learn, easier to use, and so on. And that's basically scaled programming in multiple times, you know, hundreds of times, you know. I think, at least currently, we are still on the next evolution kind of stage. It's not kind of changing something significantly. It improves significantly, yes, improves big time, but not kind of changing completely. Yeah, we are just using tools to get stuff done, exactly, yeah. Yeah, in farming, same thing, you know. We need less human labor. In farming, in factories, we will need less programmers, yes. Yes, absolutely. And we have we have companies which are overhired, big time programmers, you know. We have plenty of people who rushed into the programming because it was kind of, oh, it's easy way to make a lot of money, and it was for a while. So yeah, we will need less programmers, that's true. Okay, where we are. But I don't see this as the end of the profession completely. Like, you know, previously there was like those horse riders in cities, then them become taxi drivers. Now it becomes like robots trying to automate that, and eventually maybe they will do. But that's human labor just moving somewhere else, you know, doing something else. In software engineer role coding like taking 30% workload. We did more stuff than exactly. Yeah, exactly. Programming, even back in old programming days, you know, when you wrote all the code manually, the writing code that still was maybe 50% max of your work, you know. Exactly. Yeah, we should think harder. It's because progress is way faster. You can make more mistakes in less time. But yeah. And yeah, we now can build more complicated products like indie developers, which is amazing. Previously, that scale and speed wasn't available. Now it is here. Okay, it's better, but okay, without but. It's same. Okay, and this is in a way kind of hard paywall, which maybe will convert a little bit more users. It's not kind of hard, but the dismiss button is kind of hidden here. Let's see, maybe that will push a little bit more users on trial. Oh, sorry. Let's see how it works in onboarding. Yeah, we can experiment more, and not only in the kind of limits of one application, we can basically do more kind of multiple bets, you know, build more applications. Most jobs don't create new knowledge, so most jobs AI can replace. Looking at neural network technology, it seems like potential anything that can be learned will be automatable. Looking at neural network technology, it seems that like everything that can be learned will be automated. Yes, kind of, but you know also that everything that you can learn and then kind of repeat. But if you are looking on this context like indie app development, you have to basically come up with your app ideas, what else not, and that's not like really kind of easy learnable kind of skill. You have to be creative. Okay, I said I will check the ratings. Actually, this looks fine. I kind of like this paywall. What are current ratings for the application? I have no idea, to be honest. Can we see that here? Some are ratings and reviews. Oh, it is 4.8, actually. Not bad. It actually is 4.8. Someone gave me 1-star rating. It's 1 or 5, which is kind of cool. Yeah, rating is correct. That's nice. AI can also be creative. For example, it came from strategies for the game Go. I don't know. So AI learn on. So I don't know how. It's kind of very kind of deep discussion, but basically where the AI getting ideas. You know, you have to train it on something, right? You're not training AI on AI to whatever, you know. And also, if AI will be trained all the time on the same kind of, on their own kind of codes, and they will repeat all the errors all the time, you know, and so on. Yeah, maybe. It's whatever, you know. maybe you're right. Maybe AI can be creative. It doesn't really matter, to be honest, in this aspect. But I'm just saying that, for example, if I'm asking AI to make thumbnails, usually my thumbnails for YouTube videos kind of works better. If I would ask AI to what business to start, I don't know, will you kind of trust with your money and time and energy to invest yourself in that business? I don't know. Yeah, mixing, that's a different thing. And of course, we are, as human beings, we are mixing as well, which is not a bad thing. Oh, I have Latvian, let's meet and push. Contradicted by Go example, yeah, maybe. And what's the conclusion from that? Will AI replace all the creative jobs or what? Okay, we can discuss about, yeah, AI can be creative or cannot be creative, but okay, what's the conclusion? What that means for us as developers or for us as humans, creative persons? Are we doomed, or we will be liberated and we will not need to work anymore? We will be able just to sit in the couch and consume endlessly because all the work will be done, all the content will be created. No need to do anything. Yeah, I think no one knows. I'm just kind of thinking, what's your opinion? I think that until this moment, I still kind of enjoy direction where it is going. Even I see that as a programmer, if I care about profession as a programmer, which I don't, but if I would, as a programmer, I have high risk to have problems with getting new jobs, because as we just discussed it, less programmers will be needed. But as a creator, indie app developer, or whatever, businessman, entrepreneur, yeah, that sounds better. I don't like word businessman. Entrepreneur, maybe, also kind of heavy word, but whatever. Indie developer, let's stick with that. It's really helpful for now. And yes, we see a lot of apps in the App Store kind of submitted by just poor vibe coders who didn't kind of build a single app in a day and just kind of prompting them and shipping them. Competition is harder, but that gives me a chance also to kind of compete in more niches with more products and so on. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, exactly, Nick. I would like to actually automate that part, that going to the gym is kind of boring task to do, but unfortunately you can't buy that somehow or automate that somehow. I think people have a very narrow view on software development. What do you mean by that? That software development is somehow wider than we see it? I think this kind of industrial revolution in software development can generate kind of even more and more kind of jobs, because we will be able to automate and build software for niches that we wasn't able to do previously. So maybe that will not be like kind of quick cut on all the developers' jobs, because currently all those layoffs, that's not because of AI automation. That's mostly because of overhiring before, cheap money before, and so on. I don't know. Hi, I must say hello. First time joining. Welcome. I worked in avionics before. We are nowhere near letting AI writing. Yeah, of course. Or life-saving software. Sure. Yeah. Of course. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. But yeah, the theory is here that with current kind of speed of improvements, and in 2, 3, 5 years, maybe that will be doable already. But yeah, it's kind of wild guess. We don't know. Okay, we need one more thing. Okay, we need to address one more thing from that rejection, the user profile deletion. We have user profile deletion for online social profile. If user creates online profile, then we can delete that in the application. If profile is not created, then there is no deletion kind of buttons in the application. I think that Apple reviewer didn't found that. So we can make it more obvious, that's one thing, and another thing, we can have this delete button regardless if we have anything to delete online. We can just delete local data, but we have to have warnings about that before deletion, just to inform users that all the progress will be lost, and so on, yada yada. What the Oh, you missed part of my rambling. We may add delete button regardless if we have online profile or not, and we can delete the local data when user choose to delete it. But we just should have proper warnings about that. The data will be destroyed and can't be got back. So my English is falling apart, but whatever. There is so much more to software engineering. The hardcore stuff is not going to be done by AI as its own. Not yet, not close. Yeah, I understand about that safety thing. Yeah, that aviation. We are near close letting AI writing aviation software or life-saving software. I read that. I agree with you. And I think that, yeah, sure, we can experiment more on everything. I saw that. I read that. I agree with you on that. Yeah, it's not safe, and we are not near close to trust AI. It's not about, and it's not about the technical possibilities. It's trust. And we know that humans can make mistakes, and but we know that AI make even more mistakes without double thinking about that, right? Okay, my coffee should be ready. I will be back. And yeah, 100% agree. It's not matter of doable. Of course, it's doable. You can say whatever AI to write the software to send humans to the Mars. Will you use it as a passenger for that Mars voyage? I will not. If you're asking me, I will not. I know how software looks when humans are writing it. I was working. I spent almost a decade in payment industry, and I always carry with me cash because I know how things work. No, we're not here yet. We're not here yet. Oh, we can be a little bit more chill. No need for so aggressive music. Okay, what's going on? What are you changing? Always show destructive data accounts section in settings. Yes. If online profile exists, keep current server-side deletion flow. In all cases, offer deletion of on-device data. Actually wipe the local save data records instead of leaving them behind. Yes. Yes. Exactly. That's exactly what I asked for. Let's see if we can nuke local data. Let's create it first. Okay, this is onboarding paywall. It's kind of nice because user have to scroll down and read it to dismiss. Not interested, continue with limited version. Yeah, nice and easy. Yeah, safety is a must. Most menu, we need more context about your relations with vibe coding. Do you enjoy that? Is it pleasure? Or that's like in a bad way? English is my third language. I not always understand the context. Are you kind of enjoy doing that all day, every day, or hate it? Hey Axel, hello. I spent more time on doing manual tests when using vibe coding. Yeah, because you're scared to ship those features, right? Yeah, exactly. Cool. Being software developer course an amazing thing. Yes, it is. It is. It is. Okay, we will generate data now, and then after that we will have something to delete. Unlock premium. They all kind of work. Let's double check links. Okay. Links are working. You can even go. I definitely need to update my web page. Restore purchases. Nothing happens, but that's fine in test flight flow. It just works so. And purchases are working. I think we are good. I think we are good. Okay, let's check what's going on with the deletion thing. Implemented deletion flow, always visible in settings. Okay, I think now the review team will have no chance to miss it in settings. We'll see. I hope they will be super happy to see my new paywall. Do you have a video that tells about how to structure your projects? I think it's a very good way and I want to learn how to use it in my projects. No, not really. Usually I'm just kind of going by screens, you know, by functionality. And then I have basically whatever settings, then setting views, then view models, stuff like that. I don't think that's too important, to be honest. Basically here is, in this project also you see it's views maybe, and maybe those are kind of features, you know. History, mine, notifications, onboarding, sessions, settings, social, streak, and then you have models, services, views, that's it. Maybe some documentation as well. Basically, I know I'm working on streaks, I'm going and opening this and so on, you know, stuff like that. And that's about it. Sometimes there are some duplications, like maybe I have models, I don't know, twice somewhere. Usually I try to be more or less strict about that, but generally it's kind of doesn't matter too much. But usually that's like that, you know. Settings, again, views, that's it. It may happen that I have some general models here and then maybe some kind of models slip, whatever, from settings, maybe something like that. For example, user settings. Could that be in settings? Actually, no, because it's more than that, but generally that's about in-app purchases, but whatever, you know, stuff like that. How do you distribute your apps? App Store. I'm selling them on App Store. Just App Store. Okay, where we are. Did I launch the app? I forgot. Did I hit the relaunch for it? No, I did, for sure. Not sure. Doggo is begging food and I'm pretending that I do not understand him. Okay, it's got to investigate settings. Okay, fire programming. Checking out settings. Delete local data. Where are you from? I am from Latvia, but currently I'm living in Thailand, Bangkok. Hey. Let's keep the wording about delete profile. The delete local data kind of sounds very engineering. We're just deleting profile. And you know, do not overcomplicate it. If we have online data, then we delete online and offline data. If we have just offline data, we're deleting offline data. That's it. Just one button. Do not overcomplicate that. Delete account button. That's it. Check out what exactly Apple is asking in that app rejection and just implement that. But keep it simple as I explained it. Are you using RevenueCat? Yes, I do. I just implemented it today. The setup between RevenueCat and Apple Connect was annoying. It kinda is, yeah, but RevenueCat is kind of trying to make it better. Currently, it's just... Sorry, this song is not it. Currently, RevenueCat is able to fetch products and so on. Also, you can test with RevenueCat, test, shop, whatever data. It's better than it was before. But the problem is also on Apple side. For example, you have to provide screenshots for products to be able to fetch them and use it on RevenueCat side. It's kind of... I would not blame RevenueCat for that, to be honest. I think that setup maybe even more kind of straightforward and easier, but the problem is on Apple side as well. And I see progress. It was worse before, and I see the RevenueCat kind of improved that a lot. And I'm not kind of protecting them or something. I'm not related to RevenueCat in any ways, but just believe me, it was worse before. Now it's much better. Could be better always, probably. Yeah, but I don't know exactly. I can't anymore put a finger and say what exactly to improve in the process to RevenueCat. But yeah, I agree with you that it is kind of annoying process. I implemented not only RevenueCat, I implemented Adapti, I implemented Superval as well, and that kind of configuration part is a little bit annoying on each and every of the third-party products. One thing is paywalls. Another thing is currently, to be honest, I'm using custom paywalls everywhere already. I think I don't use RevenueCat paywalls because I just hate configuration of them on the website. But yeah, agree. But I like reports. And I like possibility to run experiments for paywalls. Not paywalls itself, but for example, pricing, different offers and so on. Yeah, that is kind of brilliant. Flexibility, not flexibility of paywalls itself. Yeah, exactly. Setup is much better now than it was, let's say, 2 years ago. I don't know what was 1 year ago, don't remember, but 2 years ago that definitely was way more kind of complicated, but the problem is on Apple side as well. I completely agree with you, Paul. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They're fetching products now basically automatically. You don't even need to do anything. You need to do a little bit. Before it was a lot of back and forward. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yes, you do it once and then it works. Oh, I remembered one thing. Question about paywall. Do we set reminders to send notification about end of the trial? Like we do that in freediving or apnea app. Yeah, I do the same like Paul. I use Revenue Cat SDK but with custom paywalls. And I don't mind to pay that percent to the Revenue Cat. I have poor store kit implementation in freelance project. I could do that in all my own applications, but that's probably one of the invoices that I love to see getting bigger, you know. Because when I see that, okay, I'm getting kind of, if you get something, whatever, X amount of number in invoice from Revenue Cat, you know that, oh, you will have X, the same amount, but with 2 more zeros in the, from Apple. Basically, if you're paying 30 euros or 40 euros to Revenue Cat, you know it will be 3K, 4K from Apple, which is really sweet. Happy to see that invoice kind of growing. Yes, we should do exactly how I did that in apnea application. We should not add any default number for notification. We should take a look on offer. If this trial is 7 days, then we should send notification 5 days in advance. If trial is 30 days, so you got the math, basically you send few days before trial end, you send the notification. That should be the standard. I made it in a best way. You should that copy in all the other projects. No, you please say that to that AI thing. Oh, okay, here it is. Okay. Jesus. See, that's AI taking over our jobs, and just say it. Basically, initial prompt was, take a look on my implementation for paywall. That's the standard. Copy that in the application. And now I should kind of double check, oh, wait a minute, did you implement that aspect? And AI kind of saying, oh, not really. Close enough, but not really. What the hell? It was easy task. Take a look on example. It's still like junior developer, you know, you kind of giving task, explaining what to do, then kind of leading, okay, you did mistake here, mistake there, maybe fix also that, think twice, do you really want to do in that way, and then you approve. Or just throw it out and do that on the code manually. Yeah. How are you doing the notification? I'm just scheduling local notification. That's it. So when user is buying subscription, you know subscription start date, right? Yeah, I understand. Notification for trial period. So you have 7 days trial, right? So you are starting subscription now. You get success notification for subscription. Then you see the length of subscription, so trial, you know, those 7 days, for example, and you would like to schedule notification on after 5 days. You just set local notification at that moment. That's it. Do the math. I have a notification manager, which basically sets trial notification locally on device. No need to push from server anything. Why do you plan for it? It's better at following pattern in plain mode. What? I didn't understand the question, sorry. You use codecs? Yes, I do. Sometimes explaining AI via screenshots works. Yes, exactly, absolutely. That's true. I have notification manager. Let's see how it copied it here. Notification service, notification manager. Authorizations, schedule, end of the day reminder, schedule celebration, schedule streaks broken. Yeah, I don't see it here. But in my free diving applications, it's basically like that, you know. Yeah, exactly. When someone starts 7, I pick the event. Where is my free diving application? Let's open that one. So I just asked it to copy that functionality, but I don't see it here yet. And again, I did that before the... It was 2021, before AI, whatever, but schedule notifications, that's just a regular notification. Here is trial end notification. Here I'm just feeding trial expiration date, when the trial will be expired, and that's it. I'm just saying, Apnea Pro reminder, your trial is going to end in days until expiry, days. That's it, and that will show notification. Yeah, of course you will have kind of more customers if you will not send those notifications, you know, kind of tricking users into the subscription trap, but that's not how I would like to build a business. And I think that's kind of nice feature to have to remind users about subscription and, you know. And yeah, of course, you have to ask for permissions for notifications, and if user will not allow to send notifications, notification will be not sent, but again, that's already on user. I did my best, you know, to remind and Yeah, local notifications are a powerful feature, you know. You can schedule them, also then you can, for example, if you want to kind of nudge user about, remind about application, you can basically schedule notification on whatever, every app opening, schedule notification in whatever, 5 days to say, oh, don't forget to whatever, you know, do your trainings. And if user doesn't open application, you just trigger that application because it's already scheduled. And if user opens application, you just kind of delete that, cancel that scheduled notification and set another one, you know, for again, 5 days, 7 days, whatever days forward. I think with those local notifications, you can do quite a lot of interesting things, and they are easy to implement, you know. What do you think about anti-gravity? I didn't even try it. I have it installed, but I didn't think I finished setup. Yeah, I have it installed, but didn't try it. So, I don't know. Nothing, to be honest. Okay, here we have basically copy-pasted the same thing what I had in my freediving application. And that's the state of AI. I basically asked it to copy paywall that I already have in another application, and it failed to copy basically everything, you know. Yeah, I also asking on onboarding. And again, I'm kind of asking, would you like to set reminders for trainings, you know? Yeah, that's cool. Okay, this is good. Okay, looking good. Let's commit and push the changes. Also, we can bump up version for release. Oh, actually, we don't need to bump up version. We need to bump just build number. What do you think about anti-gravity limited tokens? So it's bad for work. Yeah, but every AI tool has limited tokens. There is no tool which has literally unlimited tokens. There are kind of Codex currently is very generous. Even I'm on $20 subscription. I don't know. I'm never running out of the tokens. For cloud, I am paying currently $100 in a month, but I had to switch to the $200 plan months or two ago. So, but now I switch it back to 100. I don't know. I'm okay with Codex. I feel that Cloud is more creative and a little bit faster. Codex is a little bit more kind of careful and slower and overcomplicate things often. But you have to keep eye on any of those. So whatever anyways, you will kind of pivot the direction where they are going. And I will say that currently I kind of using it like autocomplete on steroids. Basically, I'm just sending it to the example. For example, for this exact function, I had example in what I wrote here, basically years ago, and I just have no willing to copy, paste, change text, what else not. It is here already. I like that. I like that speed of development. I don't know. Yeah, it is development. It is software development. We are getting software at the end as the result. Oh, I didn't check how the change at delete account screen looks like. You should have a personal package with those helpers. In theory, I agree with you, but anyways, then when I update package, I need to go and update it in each and every project, and there could be, I have 10 apps in the App Store now. There are applications which are updated multiple times in a week, and there are applications which are not updated for a year or years. in theory, you're right. Practically, I don't know. Also with those paywalls, you know, this was decision that I just made today because Apple didn't like previous paywall, and I decided, okay, I will go and try if they like paywall that I'm using in another application. So should I kind of do all the work and effort to make a package, basically rewrite existing application which already has to use the package instead of kind of custom implementations, and also implement this package into this new application and then submit to the Apple? In theory, yes, it makes sense. Practically, I'm not sure, you know. Because right now that would be more time and effort to do that, with maybe benefit in the future that I will have built some kind of packages which I can use across the projects, yada yada and so on. So smoke and mirrors. Sounds good, but I have one that has a base network layer analytics record. Analytics. Do you really have the same analytics in all the projects? How many apps do you have, and are they have all of them? Did really all of them does really all of them has the same analytics in it? Yeah. I'm not saying you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. Sorry, I'm not saying you're wrong. I agree that it kind of makes sense to do that. I'm just not sure it worth doing that for indie apps, which are basically all different, you know. Because paywall maybe the same, but I don't have the same paywall in all the applications. I have different paywalls because I'm experimenting and so on, and I don't know, you never know which one is the best, you know. What else? Logging, flow, something like that. I don't use it. I try to avoid that. Settings screen, maybe I could put something in the package, you know, but again, settings are a little bit different depends on app functionality. Analytics are different. Sure, I can track basic events like paywall shows, paywall clicks, login and so on, but to be honest, I do not care about that analytics. I care more about onboarding. I care more about which functions users are using. Onboarding is different for all the applications because functionality is different, then onboarding should be different. Generic setup, all I have to do is pass the key and properties. White label it. Yeah, but how many apps do you have, and are they the same apps? For example, if you're making AI scanner app, let's say AI snake scanner, rock scanner, what else scanner, you know, then basically that's the same application, and then that approach, like you're just building conveyor belt for your applications, makes total sense. If each application is different product for different audiences with different features, there are not so many features that you can kind of reuse across the apps. And packing SDKs like, I don't know, for example, Revenue Cat, WishKit, those are tools that I'm usually using. Revenue Cat and WishKit, packing them in some package, not sure that will help much, you know. As per early development, and every product is a question of it depends. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, especially it comes to indie apps, we are different. Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, that sounds right, especially if we are talking about kind of corporate environment, standardizing everything and so on. For indie developers, I think it really depends what kind of apps do you have. Is it live? What do you mean, is it live? Am I live? Is it live stream? Or you are asking about apps? Yeah, this is live stream, if that was the question. It's not recorded video or something, yeah. Congrats, you got to the live stream. Hi, Cult. Yeah. Are you live? Are you live right now? No, I'm not. Jakob, we are not live right now. This is recording. It's pre-recorded session, and we are just replying it. It's not live stream. It's smoke and mirrors. You see the live on YouTube, but actually it's pre-recorded. I'm not live. Okay. Sorry, I'm just... I couldn't resist. I had to make that joke. You are in US. Yeah, I'm in Thailand. For me, it's morning. For you, it's late night, probably. Yeah. Sorry. But you have to agree, that wasn't the worst joke. Okay, I will send this screenshot to the Apple. Delete profile. This will permanently delete your profile and progression on this device. The action cannot be undone. Yes. Profile deleted. And we again can delete profile, but we don't have any history or stats. Right? Yes. Let's make one more kind of one more test record. Try to delete just to be sure that all the data is deleted, and send it to the Apple to see if they will be happy. You're loading. Okay. Stand-up comedian, live streamer, programmer. Package is more helpful, more the agents, they have a base foundation. Yeah, I think with package I see the benefits because you have standardized kind of thing already. Oh, it was interesting. Crash. It makes sense because you have kind of standardized implementation already, and you are not running in mistakes that AI can do, even copying kind of code from one project to another. After account deletion, I started new session, and ta-da, we crashed. Crashed? Yeah. Yeah, it still depends, of course. I think I have... Maybe if I will kind of decide that this is the gold standard for paywalls and I'm using that in each and every project, maybe, just maybe, I will kind of use it across the apps. But it is not so, because, for example, here is my latest application. Where? I'm saying here, but where it is? Where it is? Okay, it's not here. Let's build it for simulator and run it on simulator. Still different paywall, you know, because I don't know, I don't have gold standard for paywalls yet. I have some assumptions that, okay, this paywall seems that looks better, that paywall looks better, but usually when I'm building a new project, I'm kind of taking fresh look on that paywall kind of thing. What else I can what else can I do as a package? I don't even know, because most of the apps are unique in a way. Even if you will take a look at and see, okay, this application has timers in it and that application has timers in it. Those are just timers, you know, but business logic and functionality of apps are different. What do I mean by that? I have, for example, free diving application, and I have the CrossFit training application. Yeah, both of them has timers built in. Oh, even study kind of Pomodoro timer, also timer built in, but I don't see kind of good reason to kind of, probably we need paywall and onboarding actually. Yeah. So paywall here is again kind of different. And the paywall is different depending where you are clicking on, because I clicked on Unlock Weekly Challenge, I have that in paywall. If I will click somewhere else, paywall kind of copy will be different. So again, paywall a little bit different than other. Oh, this is kind of dumb. It's fine, but whatever. And we don't have trial in this paywall at all. That is just straight to the subscription without trial. So paywalls are different. I don't know which one is the best, you know. I'm still testing this up and I'm not sure because we just kind of, we don't have enough traffic. Writing is the same. Kinda. Yeah, maybe. I just don't think it is enough code to bother about putting that in package, you know, and so on. But yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, sure. Because you have those helper methods and so on, yeah. And those are the same for revenue cat across the apps. That's true. You're right. That could be package. I just never bother to do that. See, here paywall is kind of different. Get more every week, yada yada. If you are clicking paywall here, it's a little bit different copy and so on. So yeah, I'm not sure which paywall is best. Which part of the paywall functionality could be converted into the package to be used across all the applications that we have? Let's ask Codex. Take a look on Motolog application as well to make it really cross application. Those are 3 applications that we are actively working on right now. Right, habit tracking application as well. Mini habit, that's also in active development now. Yeah, revenue cat adapter logic, that's definitely, I agree. Trial reminder scheduling, that's kind of, that's one function in notification scheduler, but yeah, as well, right, sure. Somehow similar startup is annoyingly slow. I don't know what changed it. I think it's after Xcode updates, but I don't know why. It's kind of slow, yeah. Why did I sub onboarding? Yeah, revenue cut plumbing. What are the risks for existing projects and benefits for upcoming projects if we are doing this? I just would like to see AI opinion on that. Benefits are kind of clear, right? Risks for existing projects also kind of obvious. Slow down a bit once, sure. Apple review fixes, it's kind of cleaner experiments, lower maintenance costs. Risks, migration churn, over abstraction. If we package too much, the sharded layer becomes harder to understand than per app code. Yeah. Not sure if that's a risk. Feature mismatch. Yep. Codex over cloud code. Yes. Yes, codex. We are below minutes, that's fine. No sessions yesterday. Buddies. I'm not sure if I logged in. I'm not logged in on my account. Delete profile. Delete profile confirmation message pops up and disappears on its own. Probably that's because we are moving to the home screen. We need to show it from it. When we are starting the new session after profile is deleted, I see onboarding, which is dismissed automatically after short pause. Please check that logic and identify the problem, why that happens. I think that we are deleting a little bit too much. We're deleting user profile and then probably onboarding information also is deleted. Not critical thing, it's just we're doing that for Apple, and I don't know how many users after deleting profile will basically do this jazz, but whatever, let's fix that properly. Yeah, because we're deleting settings section, everything, yeah. Oh, we don't need to delete user defaults. Actually, we don't need to delete user defaults when we're deleting user profile. We're just deleting the online profile and local database for user. Okay, local database, I mean Swift data. I mean Swift data, database as local database. I think that will be it. This should be a fix. Will be good enough. Meanwhile, actually, what's going on with the screenshot test on Motolog application? Product page optimization, view analytics. Okay, show me the data. Everything's so slow today. What's going on? Come on. Schneller, schneller. Can we do this? It's the same thing, but... Oh, it's bad. It's very bad. We disconnected. OBS reconnected successfully. Yeah, something happened at this connection. Zero changes. Okay. It's fine. Oh, Twitch stream just died. So bad. Okay, we are back. We are back on Twitch as well. interesting. It shows that we have just started stream on Twitch. That's 1 minute stream. On YouTube we are 2 hours 42 minutes. Oh Jesus. Okay, it's fine. Okay, final test. It should be fine now. So the problem was that we are kind of triggering that delete success message from settings. It should be triggered from main tab. And also I just asked it to delete local data, thinking about Swift data database, but the codex decided, okay, local data means user defaults as well, and basically wiped everything. This should be it. Actually, we will be able to kind of submit update to the App Store, to review team, to see if they will be happy with this version. Then I will move forward and I will work on my freediving application, new screenshots, a little bit more improvements for retention. But also I will need to switch to the freelancing in about an hour, so we will go into the... Probably I will just wrap up stream because it's boring just to, you know, I will not be able to share the screen because I'm working on freelance project. And freelance project is... do I have it on this device? Oh yeah, here it is. This application, that's the freelance. That's basically, you can book hotels, you can whatever, do different random things. It's just like social network, but around traveling and travel related events, something like that. Use all blur to hide stuff on your screen when live. Yeah, I don't mind to share my indie applications, but for freelance stuff I can't. All blur, what's that? Some overlay for OBS? I just blur everything on screen. But what's the point? You can kind of blur some part of the screen. Yeah, I see, but you know, then I just go like this, you know, and that's whatever. We're just running Pomodoro timers, and that's it. I have some Pomodoro timer on screen, and then I do not need to blur anything, but in my opinion, that's kind of boring just to look at me sitting here and working. So, doesn't make much sense. But yeah, that's a good product if you need something like that. Sure. Makes sense. Where I am. Okay, App Store. Rejection, reply. Can I add that screenshot somehow, somewhere? Zitrocode, hello. I don't speak English, but you live. It's very interesting. Okay, thank you. Nice. And that's when I learned English, it was very helpful to basically consume content in English, watching streams, listening podcasts, then trying to write something with Google Translate and so on. And that's how I learned English. I basically learned English maybe 10 years ago, maybe a little bit more. Okay, it doesn't work like that. Can I add file? Ah, yeah, I can. So basically what I'm saying, I learned English not so far, not so, just I don't know, less than 10 years ago. Reduce delete. Profile section in the settings. And use spell checkers, yeah, definitely. As non-native English speakers, I'm just typing with all the possible mistakes. Spell checkers helps. It was available only, online profile was created, now it's available for an offline profile as well, blah blah blah. Probably I need to start with something. Hello. Hello. Hello, Mr. Reviewer. Reply. We need to submit new build. Did I archive? No, I didn't. Did we increase build version? Probably no. Whatever. Product, archive. Paywall is updated as well, but they will see that. So, I will say it's quite productive morning. We have 2 updates submitted to the App Store. We'll see how many of them will be approved. Okay, we are submitting second update. But that's in progress. Also, I was working on my freediving application. No, I was working in, yeah, here. Okay, we can test this change as well. Again, as I said, in this freediving application, this was 2021. It was even before that specific functionality, even before AI was a thing, and few more screens are also even older. You should have a web page that I can see an active Pomodoro timer on the app. Easier to go from phone to computer. I have a Mac app as well. And basically that covers both Mac and iOS. And they are synchronized. They are using Swift data. Synchronized through iCloud, so it works like that. Okay, this user interface is still broken. Okay, it's rest day. I see. This is broken, which is fine. Okay, here we are far away from submission. I will need to improve a few more things here, which is fine. Hello, hello. What's the Mac app? Basically, you see that on the screen in the corner. That's the Mac. That is the Mac app. I have here it in the tab bar. Where's the tab bar? Where's the tab bar up? Okay, here it is. See? I can basically open this window, close that kind of additional window. I have those bodies kind of screen as well. Oh Jesus, what's going on here? Okay, we uploaded. Why it doesn't opening it? What happened here? Oh, okay, here it is. For some reason it was in the background. Here it is. You can see your friends list. What else? Not. I have just one friend. I don't have too many friends in this app. But basically that kind of mimics iOS functionality. But do not copy everything, because iOS application also working like screen lock application. But sure, that's kind of screen time and everything. That's more like for iOS. For macOS, those are just timers. That is good enough for my own needs to have it running on streams and so on. For example, if I do co-working stream, I can just have it on corner right here. That's basically all that I need from it. I'm happy with that. With web, sure, that could work as well, but I don't have any web app, and I do not feel that I need web app for this one, you know. Where is our new build? Where is our new build? Still processing or what? Yeah, this is 6, build number 6, that's the one that I just uploaded. Dee-dee, dee-dee. Okay, we'll see how they will like this version. Which country are you in? I am in the Thailand. In the city or in the Bangkok. In the Bangkok city in Thailand. Originally I'm from Latvia, but living right now in Thailand. Okay, 2 apps waiting for review. That freediving application, I am working on updates now, but not sure I will submit it for review today. Maybe later in the afternoon, maybe tomorrow. But because I'm kind of adding relatively big feature, and I would like to properly A/B test, not A/B, just properly test it and so on. But yeah, it's work in progress. Okay, I think that's probably it. I have to start freelancing in about an hour. Probably that's a good time to take a break, step away from computer, eat breakfast, have a nap, and so on. Nice, I got an app, I developed in SA. What is SA? But not sure if it is functional elsewhere. It's called Canning Flow, only works on Android and web for now. Yeah, South Africa. Okay. Where do you find freelance projects? If you're on my YouTube, and you can basically go to my YouTube channel. How can I open my channel? I'm new in computers. Okay, here you are. If you go to my channel, look for freelance. You'll see multiple projects here and multiple videos here. Freelance, 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 and here it is. Where to find freelance jobs? My experience. That video is 3 years old, but that's probably last time where I was looking for new projects. See, I will even post it in the chat. Here you have it, guys. For those who are interested, check that video. Basically, that's all I know about finding freelance projects. Basili, hello. Privet. Zdarova. So I am not looking for freelance projects actively. I don't know, every month, every week, every something. So I have no idea what is the best way to do that now. But basically I explained it in that video all the ways how I was looking for freelance projects when I was doing that. What I did and what I would do if I'm looking for new projects, you know. Currently I'm on an ongoing project which is about going for maybe 2 years already, something like that. But that contract is ending soon. Okay guys, I think I will wrap up here because we did a lot. We submitted 2 updates. I can't start anything kind of big anymore because I have to start freelancing in about 40 minutes. So let me, if you have any last questions, shoot them. I will answer whatever you would like to hear from me. If not, seems that not, then we will take a look if we have any friends streaming, someone who we can raid on Twitch. Let's see, any other developers right now. Making my stream even worse. The Tokni. Do I see anyone who I know? Yeah, to be honest, I do not see any friends. Any opinions? Should we write someone or just drop the stream and go to sleep? Hot pool moments with the girls. Jesus, that's in recommendations to raid. Oh, no, probably no. Probably no. It's already shipped or you developed it for 2 years. Shipped what, my friend? I have shipped multiple applications. I have 9 or 10 applications in the App Store now. I developed nothing for 2 years. Ah, I understood. You are asking about freelance customer. Yeah, it's shipped. It's a small world. Hello, Colombia. That's a small world. They, of course, are alive. Small world, not the, that's this travel community, this company. They have app in the App Store and I am working on iOS application only. That's basically about events and traveling. Okay, last check. Making my stream even more software and game development. I have feelings that I saw him streaming and the stream was fine. Are we taking any risks? Okay, not today. I see. Okay, then I just stop streaming and I have to go. See you on maybe game stream on Saturday night. Or if not, then on Monday on programming stream as always. Okay.